Hello, hello. Happy Thursday to everybody. Thanks everyone for dropping by. Hey T, I caught part of your stream, but I was sort of lurking because I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. What else is new, right? But good to see everybody. And Dawn's here with me, so feel free to
Hi.
say hello.
Hey, guys. And thank you, Jay, for having me.
Oh,
Oh,
certainly.
yeah. So you said you've been working on naturey things this month.
Kind of. I've been vaguely working on naturey things, although I fell like headfirst and down the fall rabbit hole when it was fall for 3 days, and then it decided to be summer again. So um,
See,
I remembered I have a summer swap card I need to mail, so I grabbed some summery paper, and then I also grabbed some like naturey paper that I bought and have not yet used. But I'm potentially going to use this for a mini album for a friend of mine. So we put this to the side, but probably start playing with this first. But yeah, so lots of neat
sweet.
tree things. Oh, and
Well,
you're very crooked. There we go.
I'm crooked.
No, my camera was crooked.
I
Uh,
gotcha.
my feline associates knocked it over when they were convincing me that I should give them a snack 5 minutes
Jeez.
ago.
I'm going to have to consider a cut and pay. Cut and treats. Hi,
Yeah.
Shanna. Hi,
Oh,
everyone.
hey, Jim. Hey T, hey Lala. Oh, I guess I should say I don't think it was scheduled because I've been like not really good about scheduling things in the last 2 weeks, but I'll be over on Lala's channel on the 31st for her finale thingy of her craft every day in August, which I'm very inspired by anyone who can do like a craft every day and anything, if you know what I mean, like and not have
Yeah,
life get in the way.
exactly. I know. I'm sad I'm missing it because she wanted to do junk journaling and I have no junk journaling supplies, like no papers or anything for signatures.
Oh no.
So
Oh,
and I just didn't have time to prep everything. So I have to
yeah,
miss it.
because have you still been busy helping your friend move or prep to move or all that?
She's been gone. Oh, it'll be a week tomorrow that they
Oh,
left
okay.
out. So I've just been organizing my house and yeah, trying to
Oh,
get
that's a
everything in
rabbit
order
hole.
and trying to plan for September. And yeah, and then I saw you on the schedule. I was like, wait a minute, I have Jay's on my schedule for the 29th. And then I looked
Well,
back in the
it's
chat and it was like June when we scheduled it.
oh, okay. Well, I wasn't surprised, but I was sort of like, it was interesting. So it made it on my Google Calendar, but didn't make it on my like short list of things to pay attention to.
Right?
So I was kind of like, oh, okay, but what can I say? Work gets in the way, and I forget about stuff, which is why I need to write it down, or it just like goes out of my brain.
Right. So Jim, our crafty friend in the chat,
Mm.
sent a link, and I think he tagged you also on Instagram for a
Oh
card.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, it showed a girl doing a card. It's basically a Z fold card, but I told him said, oh, I like that. I might try this tonight on Chase channel.
Ooh, fun.
So I just took a,
I didn't notice that, so it'll be news to me. That'll be exciting.
oh, well, I'm going to give it a whirl, see if it works.
Please do.
So I'm just taking a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock, and she says to start with a square. So
Oh, okay.
I went
So
with
like,
I went with the 8.5 and just locked it at 8.5. So this is the extra I'm taking away. And then she said to fold it in half, but I'm not good at folding straight, so I'm going to score it. So I'll score it 4.25.
that is
And
cool.
then yeah, Jay, Jim says you could adapt it for your summer card.
You could.
Yeah. So then it says once you fold it in half, it says to take the front flap and fold it back in half. So I got 4 1/4. So I'm just gonna
Okay.
score 2 and an 8.
So it makes like a long Z fold kind of.
Yeah.
That's neat.
This is what it said after. It said to take after you get this folded. It says to lop off a good chunk of the top. So you end up with this. And you spin it around and you glue like
Oh, it makes a double
this.
Z fold.
Yeah, double Z. So
I
I
should do
thought,
that.
yeah.
Do that. That's a great idea. Oh, I wrecked the paper that had a sentiment on it. Well, hopefully. Oh, good news. I saved the one I wanted.
So how easy was that? I thought, oh, that's so easy.
That is cool. I am definitely going to get this one together, but then I will definitely do that. I'm as usual plagiarizing Crafty L's cheat load of only last year. Sometimes I do that, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's like 2020 something.
Yeah.
You're like, ah.
So yeah, I think that's kind of cool.
That is neat.
I
I love
might
the
end
double
up,
Z fold though. It's a really
yeah.
nice fold.
And I thought it was a really cool way of just getting the most out of your paper. You know what I mean? By
Yeah.
cutting it that way. So since I knew that that's what I was doing, I kind of prepped ahead.
Oh, that's good. No, I think for the stream with Lala, we're doing another like let the audience pick things, which is always like both exciting and terrifying because you're like, I wonder who's exactly is picking these.
Yeah, it's kind of scary sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's sort
Not
of like it depends if people are nice. Sometimes people are very nice, and sometimes people are less nice.
so I found this photopolymer mat on Amazon. I know everybody's got the really nice ones from Waffle Flower, but I couldn't afford it. And I happened to see this one and I said, oh, I'll try this because it had some really cool sizes for doing like the wreath builder
Oh, that's a good idea.
for like 6x6. Yeah.
But you're not wrong. The waffle flower ones are kind of spendy. I don't think I actually have one, oddly.
No, I do have a sticky mat by Brutus Monroe that I got in the kit for Crop and Create. I do like that.
That's coming up again, isn't it? Like sometime soon?
Yes. I'm so excited. Yes, it's the end of September. And then they'll open it up for next year. For
Oh wow.
buying, I think in like March you can order.
Wow.
So I'm already saving for next year because it is a little spendy.
It seems like you get a lot for your money though, which is kind of cool.
Exactly. You do. You do.
I may have to reinterpret this because that's pretty big. Okay, that's fine.
Ooh.
We will survive.
I think I want to do this way. And you also mentioned mixed media, so I thought I would incorporate a little bit of mixed media in here.
Ooh, yay. I've been like really in the mood to do like an autumn like masterboard.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I did a couple for some travel theme stuff and I had never done one before. And I was kind of like they're really nice because you basically have like a whole bunch of cards just ready to go when you're done.
Yes. tags, cards. They're great if you're doing a mini album. You can get all kinds of things out of a master board. And if you've
I
done
should
some
do
fall,
that.
yeah, if you've done some fall cards already, you will have some fall scraps.
I do. I've been playing around with. I got someone. Oh, this actually might work really well. Okay, this is cool because there are 3 suns. I can cover one with the sentiment, and then it looks like I intended to do this. That is fabulous. It's fabulous when things work out.
Yes.
No, I've been playing around. I don't know where it is. It probably disappeared somewhere, but I've been playing around with this Pink and Main Cozy Critters pad, which is really, it has like a lot of like, foxes and hedgehogs and chipmunks and all the folly things on it. So I've been enjoying that.
Oh, that sounds cute.
It is. I probably have a card. Did I move those cards? Yeah. Let me grab it. I can show it to you.
Trying to decide which way this stencil goes. Me too, Dawn. I already started saving for the next. Yes, right, Linda? Just got to be smart. I'm squirreling away money. I think Willie's like, nothing new's coming into the house. And I'm like, yeah, I have a plan.
Yeah, these are the hedgehogs. They are. Don't touch your double-sided tape when you forget that you left it there. But
Oh
they're
my
really
gosh.
cute.
They are cute.
They're very floofy looking, if that's your thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Although I think, like, particularly the leaves, like if you spread these with something, I think that would be kind of neat. You could definitely get a lot of dimension or like texture into it if you wanted to.
I mean, who could not love a floofy hedgehog? They are cute. I always wanted
Well, it was
one.
kind of in. Yeah, I've seen so many videos on YouTube, and I never really considered them as pets. But after seeing a few videos, I'm like, they're really cute. They actually, I mean, I had hamsters and gerbils and things, so I mean, like, they feel like they would be kind of in that. Hey, Lisa, how are you?
Hey, Lisa.
Jana, welcome.
When I went to Texas to visit my friend that lived there.
One new thing comes in, 2 items leave. Oh, well that's
right,
pretty good.
Yes.
Although I was telling someone, like, the weird thing about doing a declutter is then you're aware of all the stuff you have. So, like, when you're buying, at least you feel like you're buying with, like, some level of not buying, like, another cute Christmas stamp you don't use or whatever. Whatever that might be for you.
Right.
I have a problem with cute animals in Christmas because it's like, I always think I don't have any. And it's like, no, you have plenty. You don't need any more animals for Christmas.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's always kind of a challenge, it seems. At least for me, it's like there's so much stuff, but then you're kind of like, I definitely have more appetite than I have like time to actually use it. So I don't know. I've been much better since I decluttered though, because like I feel like I sort of have a plan.
I am still decluttering and still going through drawers and cabinets and yeah.
Well, I was thinking, I talked to Lala at one point about it, and she was like, the whole oh, hi, Sparkle with Cards. Good to see you.
Oh, hey, Zal.
Sprinkle. Wow, I can't talk today. No, but she had mentioned, like, if you do the whole Con Marie thing where you, like, put all your stuff in a pile and then, like, decide what things bring you joy, she was like, well, everything brings you joy. So it's hard to, like, declutter it if you just want all the things still.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I've been looking at stuff mostly like crafts that I probably won't do. That
Oh, I
I've been
see.
holding on and thinking that I
Yeah.
will pick it up, like plastic canvas stuff. I don't know.
Well, it's always kind of tricky because it's like you get into this weird like I only have so many hours in the day thing. I don't know. Maybe you have like way more time once you're retired, but
No,
I
I
kind
think
of
you
think the
find
answer is no, you don't. But
right. You just still have you still have things that pop up that take up your time, I think.
yeah, I agree.
Which is yeah, what I have found, I feel like. All right. So, I am using on this some texture paste for my background, and it's the Cloud Whip
Ooh,
from scrapbook.com. Have you tried it?
no, but I have a thing of it. I saw some of their like looking at the demos that they post. Like some of them are look really neat.
Yeah, so I stenciled color on, and now I'm just kind of going over it with the cloud paste. We'll see if I can not smear too much of the color from one thing to another. But when I used it during the event last year, the cool part about it is as it dries, it picks up the color behind it, which
Oh, okay.
I think there's other pastes that do that too. I just don't have experience with all of those.
So does it dry clear or does it dry more like opaque?
It's kind of opaque. It's
Okay.
definitely cloud-like. I'm going to dry it with my heat tool, and I think if I remember correctly, it puffs a little.
Oh, that sounds fun.
I can't quite remember. I'm hoping this is, when you get a vision in your head of what you want to do, and you're hoping like when you do it, it's going to kind of be similar to what you're envisioning.
All the time.
So I'm hoping. I'm so out of practice because I've been so busy with like life things that I feel like I'm so out of practice in the craft room.
Yeah, I always feel that way. I mean, I think I always kind of feel that way after like a week of like work being busy and you're kind of like, oh, I haven't done any crafting this week.
Yeah. So imagine like 7 weeks. I've not really been able to play freely.
That's rough.
I mean,
Well, that was the
I've
problem
gone
with
live.
decluttering. It's like you pull all your stuff out and then you don't know where anything is. But you also like when you go to like want to craft, right? You're like, I have this huge mountain of things that I probably should be doing something about. Uh,
Yeah. I mean, I've been going live with tea in the mornings, but on Fridays, but I can just pull everything out. I have 2 bags, in the book
mm-hmm.
that I can just pull out of a basket. Yes, that's true, Gloria.
Oh, thanks, Lala. Yeah, I mean things do come back. I mean, there's some crafts that I haven't done in a while, and then you pick them up and you're like, oh, I remember how this works.
Right.
Or you don't, and then it's like a whole new adventure.
I want to burn
This
this, but
one went together. Let me grab something and Oh, I guess we can do. Craft would be okay. Craft's a naturey color. So you just cut it into a square, then you Z-fold it, and then you just cut it to size, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
So
I
in
can
order
remember that.
to keep it A2, I just went with the 8.5-inch side and just made it 8.5 by 8.5 square.
Yeah, I just did that too, so that makes sense. And then you have like a. Unless I just scored this at the wrong place. Let's see. I might have scored it wrong.
Oh,
No, I scored it correctly. That's surprising.
okay. So
And whatever half of 4 1/4 is. 2 1/8, I guess.
yeah. So I think not all of that will show, but that's okay.
Oh, that's neat.
So that's the paste. You can see the color come through lightly. And it puffed up a little bit on where I heated the little small parts. It really puffed up, but that's okay.
That's kind of fun, though. I mean, it adds a lot of texture.
Yeah, not bad.
And we just need to cut this at 5.5 or so. Uh-oh. Maybe not. Maybe we don't need it to move. Did we mangle it? Not horribly. It'll be fine.
Hey. No, I didn't do the middle piece, and I don't know if I should have. I guess you're not going to really see it.
Ooh, I know what I can do. I have a bunch of this naturey scene paper left over, and I can use that as like the background.
Oh, yes. I thought about that. I thought about ink blending and doing the stenciling on some pattern paper, but I think I'm going to save it for a different part. So thank you, Lala.
What am I what?
Sorry if I missed the chat, you guys. I'm kind of like, I can kind of see, but I kind of can't. So this ended up, I believe this was like 3 inches. Yeah, I'm going to cut it down though.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to just go with like 1.5.
Yeah, I hope you have a good trip, Pam. Packing is always, well, the doing laundry and or cleaning your house before you go on trips is always my least favorite part. I'm much better on the like coming back and deciding I should have done all that stuff first. What does this look like? Oh, that's fine. Bye. Just cut that off and then make it 4 inches and then that.
Oh, my trimmer is so crooked. Or is it me?
It's only crooked if it, well, usually when I do it, it's me, but.
Might have been me. I don't know. I'm going to use the big trimmer. Oh yeah, we're super crooked.
It's like the serious trimmer.
I love this thing. This is what I cut my thumb on. You know how Delise cut her thumb? I did it on my guillotine. Oh, my finger wasn't behind the line. That was scary.
I've maimed myself with like, you know, like the when you have a die you have to cut apart and then they have sharp edges and you don't remember where they are by the time the next time you use it, and then you're like, oh, oops. That's wow, that is really crooked. Maybe. Oh, thank goodness for craft paper and not sticking right away.
All right. This is one simple project. How come I have no space on my desk already? Sheesh. How does that happen?
Magic? I don't know.
Magic. Ah.
Although I kind of want to cut this piece down a little bit. I wonder if I could cut it in half and do like a top and a bottom one. Yeah, maybe I'll trim a little off here.
Yeah, I noticed it was so wide. I mean, it would be good if I had a bigger focal point, but I'm going to use this little scarecrow gal. And she's kind of tiny, so I don't want it to be. I don't want to see some of my leaf stenciling. So
we'll see if my idea makes any sense. My thought was like, the bottom doesn't matter because it's just like whatever foresty ground. So maybe I could do another, like do a double Z fold, but cut in half, you know, and do like a top piece. But then you'd still have like a window into the, like, to see the nature. I don't know if I'll keep this one. We'll see. I definitely want this one. But I want paper here first.
Hey, Scott.
Use...
Says hi, Jay.
Hey, Scott. How are you? Yeah, I was chatting with Scott. Oh, I guess it was this morning. We're both sort of lamenting having busy weeks, and, you know, 'tis the season when coworkers are on vacation with the kiddos, so sometimes it makes for overly busy weeks.
Yeah.
But I want, like, I wonder if there's any leafy. Oh, here's some leafiness. I guess it's not really leafiness. You know, green glitter, that might be okay. Or I could grab. Ooh, that's an idea.
It's this little scarecrow set. It's from this little scarecrow set is one we got in the Crop and Create last fall from Lawn Fawn.
Oh, that's cute.
And it's available. I believe it's available to the public now.
Oh, with Crop and Create, it's the stuff like pre-release kind of?
Yes. Yep, it's exclusive for quite a time. I think I've only seen a couple of companies that have come out with it maybe a few months after. But I think Lawn Fawn just recently released the this girl.
Oh, that's cool.
You yes. Crow girl. It's cute.
How do you feel about that? That would be kind of okay, because I could just cut that one tree. Let's do that.
Okay. I haven't used my alcohol markers in a while either.
This is 2 1/8. I wonder if I can do math. I wonder what 2 inches looks like. Maybe it'll be like 2 1/16, I guess. Or that'll work. But my idea actually worked, so I'm happy about that.
Excellent.
Well, my thought was if I cut like a tree out of one of the other patterns, and then I could put it here, and then it kind of makes sense, like it's all in the same forest.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
sorry,
I
I'm
love that. Love that paper.
well, I have all these like hiking ladies, so I thought they would be fun to put in here, like because they're so tall that you could float them off this centerpiece. I guess I could also just whack the bottom off of this, and that would go pretty nicely there. That's convenient. Well, I guess alternately, I could do something that has nothing to do with that, and then like it would be actually if I do it in like a light. Maybe I'll do this paper because I feel like I could stamp something on here. I don't know. I haven't even opened this. I don't know if there are sentiments, but I'm sure I can find some kind of naturey whatever sentiment because I enjoy them so. How big is this? It is 1.5, so 1.25, I guess. Is the magic number.
Gosh, I'm terrible at this. I don't. What color is a scarecrow's face?
Brown, I guess, because they'd be like straw something. I guess it could be anything because like it would be something stuffed with straw.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. I don't know. I'm horrible at.
Did I?
And then I was thinking, oh gosh, her hair should be the same color as her her hands and her hands and these colors coming out the bottom because she's kind of it's all straw.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's a hard day to do math.
Yeah.
I'll muddle through. I guess I should figure out what I want to. Or I could just do hello. That would be neat.
Yeah, burlap bag colored.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
True. Yeah, good enough, you know?
I think this. Oh, that will fit nicely. Yay, my poorly researched idea is coming together, maybe. If I can find. Why am I putting my plates away?
Oh, let's see.
Although the funniest part about decluttering was like the clown card that was how many sidekick plates I own, because like I would lose them somewhere and then just grab another set. Because at one point, forget where I bought them from. I think it was like Amazon. Like I thought I had bought one set, but actually bought like 4. So I would just be like grab a new. Anyway, there were a lot of them, so that was kind of a thing.
Yeah, I haven't run into that yet because I just had my plates for my Cuddlebug, which I had moved to the other side of the room to use at my standing station. And then now I just have my Empress plates, but I already need to get another magnetic plate.
Do you have the mini or the full size Empress?
I have the full size. So I was looking at that. Oh, go ahead, Jay. Sorry.
I was gonna say I've been like considering whether or not I need a electric die cutting machine, which I think the answer is no, but I probably want one. So I don't know. We'll see. I saw the mini was on sale somewhere. Like was like not much more than $100, which seemed like a really good deal. But I don't know.
I think I'm gonna.
I was very tempted.
I have enjoyed it, and I'll tell you, she is a workhorse. I'm not. I think when I get new plates, I was looking at the magnetic mat, the magic mat that scrapbook.com had just put out.
Uh-huh.
And when they had their live, I kind of asked in the chat, like, does it fit the Empress, And they told me to go look at the website and drop the link for me to check out the compatible machines. Well, I looked and it didn't say the Empress anywhere. So, yeah. So I don't dare get it. I don't really want to drop money on it and not have it,
No, that makes total sense. I wouldn't want to either. I'm just spoiled because both the Platinum and the Briacraft like have the same size plate, so I'm just sort of like, whatever, it'll be fine.
Oh
that's
yeah,
gonna look cute. I like that color much better. The yellow wasn't really doing it for me.
Look at you.
Sorry, Pam.
My gosh, I probably chose a project too big.
Yeah. I do that frequently. But I don't know. This summer just seems to be going by like super fast. Yeah, I mean, they always do, but like I feel like it was like just the other holiday, or like it was. I feel like it was like recently Memorial Day, and like now it's going to be Labor Day. Although I kind of feel that way every year because it's like the nice time of the summer where you want to be outside.
Yeah. No, I agree. I feel like it flew. And I remember my grandmother saying that as you get older, time flies. And now, boy, I know what she meant. The older you get, the faster time flies. Boy. But I feel like it was just 4th of July.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree, though. I don't mind the fall weather. I do like it not being like 95 and humid. Like that, I'm down with all the time.
Yeah, I can understand that. I feel like I love fall too. It's my favorite season, but we get that slammed with winter after, so it's just so frustrating.
Yeah. And although we had a weird winter you had a weird winter too, but like we had not much snow until spring, which was not really lovely, but But you guys, I think, had like super weird storms last winter, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, we had some late because when we went away,
bizarre nor'easters and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it was weird because I thought we had skipped most of winter when we went away for March, and then came back and we got slammed. I was like, "What was this?" Yeah. Okay. Thank goodness this isn't a coloring tutorial.
I just think those are challenging.
I need to take one of Meg's coloring classes.
Yeah, I always find like the problem isn't, I have a lot of problems with coloring, but mostly they're like impatient related things where it's like people who are really good at it like always take their time and are sort of calm about it, and I'm kind of like wanting to get it done quickly, and that's not quite how that works.
Yeah,
although it's not as bad as like watercolor where it's like, oh, now you need to like wait until tomorrow for stuff to dry, but still. Mike's
I
really good
have
at explaining stuff, though. So
I have so missed watercoloring. I haven't done any painting in a while. I'm hoping to get back into everything starting September, which is next week already. I can't believe it.
yeah, it's funny. My folks are. Did I tell you this? I might have told you this already, but like, so my mother, who hates the hot weather, like, was here for the hot weather last week, but now she's going to northern Wisconsin. It's usually like, I don't know, I want to say 10 to 15 degrees cooler than here, and then like it's going to be sort of pretend fall again next week. So like, gonna go up there and like need to have a fire and like bundle up.
Right. Well, we had some super hot. Like I had to put the AC on, and then all of a sudden, like it was funny. I was watching Lala's replay this morning, and she was talking about it being really hot, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" I was sitting in my chair this morning, shivering. It was like in the 40s last night.
Ouch.
Yeah. I don't have to die. No, I don't.
Well, I always love the 50s because I feel like I can just leave the windows open at night and not worry about it.
Yes. Yes. I like that too. And I don't mind cool nights, but I've been reaching for the heavy quilt on the bottom of the bed.
Oh, man.
By morning, it's like, oh no.
I think this worked out. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'll catch the beginning later. Oh, hey, Brenda. Welcome in.
Hello. Oh, dude, I like it too, Jim. I was, whatever word we're using these days, unfortunately influenced by watching a hop of this pattern, and I love foresty stuff. So by the time I watched the end of the hop, I had like bought the paper, which I'm not mad about. I do like that it's single-sided because then I don't feel bad about like the side I didn't use.
Yeah.
Plus, because it's, you know, like obviously it's coated on the front, but like on the back it's uncoated, so it glues really nicely. But I am enjoying it.
Did you say that was not too shabby, or?
This is actually, I had no idea they make it. This is whatever calls for confetti. This calls for confetti.
Oh.
I never like remember like the correct name, but this is the elusive prince because this was, they did a like Sasquatch stamp to go with us.
Okay.
But so I think you get 4 of everything. I could be lying. I don't know. Let's see. So we have,
Yeah, I think Lisa that owns that company was doing work with Whimsy stamps for a while, and I think their paper are similar. They probably have a similar feel. So Whimsy does some great papers too. Whimsy stamps.
I should have. Will you come off? No, you won't. Okay. Let's not angle this.
That's like some of my papers I have are from Scrapping for Less, which is Teresa Russell's company that she retired and closed.
Oh, yeah.
And now she's with Not Too Shabby.
Yeah, she does such cool prints.
She really does. I always know when I get Not Too Shabby papers after having her papers from her company that I know I'm going to love them.
Yeah, I've been a pretty big fan of theirs just because I feel like they do stuff that not everybody else does. Not that that's, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I have a lot of, you know, I probably have plenty of any given season or, you know, a major occasion, but like they did this camping one and they did like an oceany one. Mm-hmm. I probably have too much ocean stuff anyway, but at least I come by it.
No,
you know, like,
I don't think you can have too much ocean stuff. I love the ocean stuff too.
Well, my dad grew up in Massachusetts, but is like the part of Massachusetts that's on the border of Rhode Island, so he would always basically go down to the ocean with his dad and do fishing stuff because his dad had a fishing boat back in the whatever that would have been, the 50s.
1900s.
50s? No, I guess 60s. Well, I don't know. He was born in 1950, so this is actually coming together pretty cool. And this was the idea I had, that if I put like the river stuff on this part of the Z fold, like if you saw this from the side, it would make sense. And it kind of does.
Oh, I love that. I
And I need
really
to
love
figure
that.
out, like, I still need to figure out where I want to put one of the girls, but it's fine. It'll make sense eventually.
Oh, wow. Linda Gorman said they already canceled school for her granddaughter tomorrow because of the heat.
Wow.
It's been crazy. And that's Ohio. She's in Ohio.
Well, she might have gotten the weather that was here on Monday and Tuesday, and we had major heat advisories. Like it was like a high of 96, but like a real feel of like 110 or something. So they were like, for real, like telling parents to be careful with kids and whatnot, especially the younger ones. Well, I used far too much glue on that, but
there we go.
It'll dry. It's fine.
Oh, you know what? I might take the band off her hat too. I'm soaking up the crafting time, Jay.
But because I don't know, I think I was my mom I was talking to, and I was kind of like, I remember moving to Wisconsin in the, I guess technically in the 1900s, in like kind of like 1999 ish times, and it was sort of like, I remember when I moved into the dorms, like it was unpleasantly hot, and this was like like Labor Day weekend, but it was very much like summer, like full on summer. But we've been getting more September's has been summery.
Yeah, I've noticed that. We might have chilly days, but I noticed like even last year, September seemed to be like August. It was just so warm. Okay.
Ooh, this is cute.
So here's my next big thing. So I have my scarecrow now that's going to sit kind of on the front. I'm going to put her kind of here.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
I love the leaves that are floating.
Flashlight. Oh, do we have a camera? No, that's
so I cut out with this set. We also got a fence die, and I thought I would kind of try to mount this fence.
Oh, that would be cute.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually kind of makes sense. Well, if we could maybe cut this and no, that's stupid. Moving on.
Everyone's over the heat. So we got pretty hot, but not like, it wasn't like stifling. No, we got lucky here in New England, I guess. But I like the heat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always biased because I'm like, well, I'd much rather have it be warm over the winter than not. Oh, there's a little camera. Hooray. I wanted... Oh, that'll be cute. Okay. I'm not mad.
Well, let's hope I got this. Yeah, I guess I got it the right way.
Yeah, remember Teresa did a video once, like talking about like when she clothes scrapping for less, how she had like some like astronomical amount of like enamel dots that she's been trying to use up ever since. So I'm kind of like, I'm like, I can relate. Like I could see if someone was like, "Would you like to buy a case of these?" I'd be like, "Well, I'll probably use them eventually."
Right? Yeah. You know what I loved about her company? I'm not sure how familiar you were with it. Like, did you ever see
I'm
it before
not.
she
I only
closed
heard
it?
about it like after she closed it because I first knew about her through Not Too Shabby, and then obviously she, if you then I started watching her videos, and then she's always sort of told stories about when she used to run
Yeah.
Scrapping for Less.
So she used to do the kits, and the kits were cool because you would order like so if you wanted like a smaller kit, you got like the basic sundae, and then like the big kit was like called the banana split. But when you got the kit, you got like four mini kits within the one kit.
Oh wow!
So you got a little bit of paper, and she would put them all in separate little, pockets. And you would get like maybe 6 sheets of a paper that would coordinate with a small stamp set. And you would get enamel dots that coordinated, some ribbon, maybe a die. And then you got another kit, same idea, but I had the paper that matched. I loved that because
What a
you got
cool
a taste.
idea.
Yeah. So you got a taste of everything. You got to experience more than just using one theme.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really cool. She would do like a summer kit, but you would get all these different things. Like you might get a tropical, and I have some of the paper from that tropical kit that Jamie had released some that was very similar, so I was able to use it.
Oh, neat.
So yeah, I loved it.
But I don't know if I still have. I probably still have it somewhere. Oh, I do because I came across it. But she did this great. Like it might be my favorite paper they ever released, which is this like tropical Christmas one that's got like flamingos and ice skating and all sorts of other like stuff like that. But
Yeah.
um, my aunt, who is actually here on Wednesday for my parents' anniversary, one of it'll be a very convoluted story, but one of her best friends was very into flamingos. So then my aunt became very into flamingos. So like she just has a ton of flamingo related things as a result of uh, her friend.
That's cool. I like flamingos.
Those kits were fun. Oh, the kit the one that I had heard about last winter that I tried and liked was the Club Scrap one out of Lake Neenah, Wisconsin. I don't know if you've allegedly they were a big deal. I had never heard of them before, but like a big deal more in the scrapbooking space. But this is a good idea, Jim. Thank you. But anyway, like they did some pretty neat stuff. Although it's very like um they're very highly layered cards. So like, I made the mistake of doing one of their kits live and it took like 4 hours.
Oh,
Because it was like, well, the first part is like read the instructions and cut up like 10 sheets of 12 by 12, which, of course I did one completely wrong and then, wound up spending time trying to color match it. But,
are you done, Jay?
Oh, did you? Yeah, I do. They're still around. I was surprised. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm sort of like, I'll say, for better or worse, scrapbooking is the thing my aunt used to do. I've done two. I may start cutting for my other project though. But
Oh
this
my
one I think
gosh.
is together. But it
I'm
can't. I
so
really like it.
slow.
But this is a really neat card idea because it's easy to remember how to do it. Actually, I should glue
Yeah.
this down because this is not glued.
Well, that's what sucked
One
me
moment.
in. I saw that and I was like, hey, that's pretty simple looking. Okay. So I have my fence attached. And the cool thing about the reel is they also just, the way they just flipped the bottom down and used it, on the front.
Oh, thanks, Jana. I like this too. And I mean, it's like it's not a complicated card. It's just like really good paper. Which I mean, granted, is sort of my go-to move where I'm like, oh, I'll just let the paper do all the work. But I don't know. I've found some new fun folds I really want to try too, which is always kind of a rabbit hole.
Yeah, I love fun folds.
I do too, but my problem is like I'll do the same fun fold like 15 times because I like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. But
Nothing
when
wrong
I
with
did my
that.
charity sale, like all the fun folds sold out instantaneously. It was like they were just gone. And I was kind of like, oh, that's surprising because, I didn't think they would do particularly well because they're a little, they're kind of wacky. I mean, not in a bad way, but like they're not like a standard card that you'd see in the store. So I don't know. I was surprised.
So here's the start.
It is so cool. I like her. She's so happy.
Yeah. We'll put it
Oh,
right
maybe I
on
will.
here.
Let me look up. I think I. Oh, I know where it is. Memento.
Jana, you were saying, yeah, probably a lot of work for the company, and I agree. I bet it. I think it was, and I think it was just her and her daughter-in-law that were
Wow.
kitting up all of the stuff. So I can imagine. But
But I
boy, did
wanted to
I!
try this one, so maybe I'll do another card, or at least part of a card. 'Cause this
Well,
will be
whenever you want to
interesting.
call it, Jay, I'm
Yeah.
okay. I'm okay with whenever.
Well, maybe I'll work on. I'll work a little bit more. I. I am. I find crafting so relaxing compared to being an adult. So I was like, well, we'll just do one little thing. How long could it take? I just
Yeah,
want
I
to.
hear
I'm
that.
curious to see how it goes together.
And I'm enjoying it because I haven't really taken a lot of crafting time. That's why I was shocked. I was like, "Oh no, I'm on with Jay on Thursday." And that's why I like texted you and I was like, "Jay, do you have me on your calendar?" I'm like, I
And of
totally
course,
almost forgot.
it was sort of like, yeah, I almost forgot to. Let's see. 4 1/4 by 11, and then 3 1/2 by 7. Well, let's do the easy one first. I can remember 4 1/4 by 11. People in there. At least they're not 8 of an inches, but I think I just
Oh,
did. I
thank
think I just did the
you.
card with 16th of an inch. So, oops.
Thank you guys. So this
2.7 and a
this
half.
vine is part of a die set that also came in SCT. I've kind of been trying to pump myself up because I know so the boxes for the Crop and Create started shipping yesterday. So I
Ooh,
know I'm going to
fun.
get it yeah within the next week or so. So this was from a year ago's. It was like, and I believe this is available to the public too now. It had like 4 different seasons of
Well, I
makes.
think last year you did like a really cool like unboxing of like your Crop and Create thing, or maybe that was T. I don't know.
Yeah,
That was
I think I'll do that again this year with this one. I'll do it again and show the cards and stuff.
well, and I thought it was just pretty. It was just neat generally, as I recall.
It's
Three and a
definitely super
half
fun. And you know what I've noticed is a
by.
lot of the people that are doing it, they've done it for like the last 5 or 6 events, years that they've
Oh
had
wow,
it.
that's awesome.
It definitely gets some return.
Well, I feel like a lot
So,
of events are like that. Like once you start making friends who do the events, then you just
right.
keep coming back year over year, or year after year. Wow, words
Yeah,
today.
for sure. For sure. I know I've enjoyed
And
it.
6 1/2. 2.
Yeah.
2 and 6 1/2. Oh, I don't like scoring at 6 1/2. I can't read the measurement. Anyway.
So I think the one big takeaway that I remember from the reel was to make sure that your stuff didn't overlap um, on the folds where things fold in.
Oh, that makes sense.
when you're adding stuff, because the reel showed the card that the girl did was a pumpkin patch, pumpkins. So that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm going to do a little kind of pumpkin patch type thing.
Right.
And I might cut there and let it roll up over the fence. Yes, Linda, this was the honeybee set, which I love. I love their stuff. I was trying to figure out how to incorporate the owl. We got a beautiful layered owl with it in one of
that's
the other
cool.
kits, but I was like, one thing at a time, Dawn. When you start going through your stuff, you get all excited and you're like, oh yeah, I want to use this. Oh, I want to use this and this and this. So
3 by 3.25.
here's my start of my pumpkin patch.
Well, that is really
Just
nice. I like that.
Clipping and snipping and this was another one of the little surprises that they gave us, was this little holder for all your die cuts.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Three by 3.25. Which I think goes here or here. I have to rewatch the video on how this card actually works, but maybe it's like this. Maybe I'm upside down.
Me too, Jana. I really like I like the events, and these were the first ones I'd ever done, whether virtual or in person. I have never done an in-person one, so this was.
I really
liked
cool. the in-person event I did.
Yeah.
It's just so different than like crafting on the internet, because it's like you're crafting with real people, and it's not like crafting and then looking at Instagram to see the other 3 million people who did the same thing, only different, you know?
Right.
I really enjoyed it. Like, it was a lot more like, it was a lot more like human feeling. So I liked it a lot.
That's cool. And that was your first one?
Yeah, although I signed up to do it again next year. The only downside is because it's a shoebox swap, like, you're kind of on the hook to make 50 hard kits. But
yeah.
Which would be a good reason to buy an electric die machine, because like, well, okay, so we'll say sometimes I don't have the smartest of ideas. And, you know, last year I was like, oh, so I made a demo card and I liked it, but I didn't stop to think about, like, well, you know, like there were like 5 or 6 die cuts on it. And then it was kind of like, oh, hey, Blossom, how are you? I haven't seen you in forever. But then it was kind of like, oh my, I need to, you know, you were like, wait, so I'm like, oh, I have to cut like 400 of these things. It's like, it wasn't quite that bad, but I was like, I'm gonna need to find a really good like podcast or audiobook or live stream and just like mindlessly like crank these things out. So I was by the end of that, I was like, it's weird though, because like I don't know. Like, it doesn't seem like it should be hard, but I definitely like felt it in my shoulder the next day,
Mm-hmm.
and I was kind of like, maybe next time, not that. But I have an inside piece. I need a die cut, but I have ephemera, and I need to figure out. Ooh, this would be cute. Glitter. Yeah. Oh, and the best thing I guess I'll say I'm not affiliated with Not Too Shabby at all, but like the thing I'm most excited about is they've gone to these unbound pads, so you don't have like that glue line to deal with, which brings me joy.
Oh yeah, I like unbound pads.
Well, it's like if they're not unbound, it's like there's always that weird like, oh gee, what a
Mm-hmm.
there's a line here somewhere. What dimension is this? This is
This should go fast once everything is inked up and glued together. I hope I'm not holding you up, Jay.
No. Actually fun. I'm just like, I'm kind of ready for the weekend, honestly. But
is it Friday yet?
Well, like tomorrow's gonna be not to put my working people problems on you, but like tomorrow no one's gonna be around because everybody's taking a long weekend. So it's like today was like the last ish official day. I mean, like technically work is open tomorrow, but like no one's gonna be there, so like it's gonna be a very chill day. I think at least almost all my coworkers have been kind of like, yeah, we're leaving at noon because like long weekend and stuff. So it'll be be a nice day.
You get to leave early too then? Or get done
Yeah,
early?
I mean, like, I don't know. They've always been super nice about like flexing your time because I have it, it's sort of like I'm definitely a morning person. So like I always try to get in early because it's sort of like I always feel like I can get stuff done. Hey, Wims, how are you? I haven't seen. Well, that's not true. I've seen you in some of Lala's streams, but I haven't seen you in my stream in a while. Good to see you.
Oh yes, Linda, I love the book too. They give you a really nice bound book that has all the projects in it.
Oh wow, that's cool. So you can remake them essentially?
Yep.
That was the other neat thing about the crop was like all the instructions to make everything exist. So I was kind of like I was casing a lot of things. Cause you're sort of like, oh, I don't need to. Well, that's not true. I mean, I love researching new stuff, but it's also nice when it's just sort of there and you're like, oh, okay, well, here's a bunch of other fun folds I didn't know existed. Ooh, I like that.
I hope I can make it to a in-person event sometime. I feel like there used to be.
Do they have any in your? Do they have any in your area?
There used to be a big one in Massachusetts. I don't know anymore. After the pandemic and stuff, I'm not sure like what still exists.
Well, I've been intrigued. Like, it seems like a lot more companies are getting into scrapbooking, which I was kind of like, huh, who knew? Because I missed it the first time around, essentially. Oh, I know what I can do. We'll just let you build little trees.
I have, scrapbook stuff that I started from forever ago and some kits, but I just never, I don't know. It's too big of a area for me to try to fill.
Yeah, I guess that's why I never got into them initially. Was it sort of like, I don't know, like it feels like such a project.
Yeah.
So you're sort of like, I don't know that I want to like take that on, but then I don't know. A tree. That's a big tree. And a less big tree. Or I guess we could use something else, but like
Okay, we're getting there.
oh, there's lots of trees. We'll never.
Oh.
We'll see if my other idea makes sense or not. But one never knows until you
How's
try
the
it.
chat? What are you putting your die cuts on to blend them like that? Oh, Blossom. It's a photopolymer mat, but I got mine on Amazon because it came. I saw it. I was browsing for something else, and which is usually what happens to me. I get on there and get sidetracked. But it came with. Whoops. It came with this larger one that has the the guidelines for your A2, like I think it's 5x7. So we got A7, A2, and A2 landscape. And then it had this one that had, let me see if I can show you on some white. Oh, let me grab. So that I could use it with my wreath maker. Can you see that?
Oh wow, that's really cool.
And it's 6x6. So I really liked it. And it shows you how to do like the 4x4. And I have like the Gina K wreath builder thing. And I can put this right on and sticky mat.
That's always nice for holidays too.
And Blossom says, use the boots, Jay. Use the boots.
Oh, there are boots.
So yeah, so that's what that is.
I should use the boots. But anyway, this was my idea to like use the die cuts to sort of do like a closure. Except I don't know that this is going to work, but
ooh,
yeah, that's not a good idea. It's kind of a good idea, but I may not like. It's hard to get out, so I don't know. I could always just like leave it like this too, or like that. The idea was I could tuck this in, but I kind of messed it up with the way these trees work. But anyway, I could cut it or something too. But let me find the boots. I think the boots would be great with our little like scene we have going on, because you could always do that too. But I don't want to. Actually, this kind of works. Anyway, it kind of works if you're careful. I do like this as an idea, but I do think like having the boots here would be cool, because then you'd have like a fifth element, and that seems more balanced.
I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Pack.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like an Adirondack style pack. I like it quite a bit. Where did you go, Miss? Oh, there's the boots. They're little boots. They're hiding. The boots.
Hi, Miss
Ooh, I
Rose.
do like that. That'll be fun. Thanks, Blossom. Sort of a new idea for a card, but I am liking it too. I like this. I like this pack because it's got all this like hiking related stuff, which I am a fan of, and like 9 million flowers, because of course it does. But you know, I like how Not Too Shabby does flowers a lot too. Like they're like actual. They're not quite like the alt new ones where they're like specifically a specific flower, but I mean they always look very natural, which I like. As opposed to like somebody's wallpaper.
Oh yeah. Speaking of wallpaper, that's what I found when I was decluttering. Was a big like a carrying, the big pads of wallpaper that you can get, like when you go to a shop and you take out the samples.
Well, it's interesting. There's a there's a card maker locally who does a lot of cricket card making, but does it to benefit, I want to say the Humane Society. Anyway, but like she would get those books of paper after the paper was expired is the wrong word, but once they were on to the next year, right? Because
Right.
then all the like home decorating companies want to get rid of it because they there's not really a benefit in showing you last year's paper.
Discontinued, right?
Discontinued, yes. Words are we will but it was a cool idea because like you're basically using a found material, and like they look really, the wallpaper was quite dimensional, I mean, as compared to like paper. So that compass might have worked.
You
We'll use
stole
the
that
other
wallpaper
pack.
book. Oh.
Do a pack on the inside. I kind of like that. That would mirror things. It's too big, but that's all right. No one ever complained about too much ephemera on their card. Well, probably someone did, but
maybe someone did. I don't know. I like adding ephemera.
I like outdoorsy cards a lot.
Me too. And I'm happy with this little autumn scene. It's like a little scarecrow in the pumpkin patch. My sentiment says autumn greetings.
I do like how the background came out too. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. I wish the color would have come through a little more, but that's okay.
Yeah, I have so much like acrylic paste from when I did acrylic painting. I should dig that out and use it for something.
Acrylic paste?
Yeah, I'll look around. Regular. What is this? Yeah, like this translucent, heavy body acrylic medium, which of course I haven't used it. But there's like the heavy body medium is very pasty. I don't mean that like in a consistency standpoint, but like normal acrylic medium is like pretty paint consistency, but the heavy bodied stuff is like you can put like tool marks in it and things.
I feel like I should add a fifth pumpkin.
Go for it.
I don't know where to put it. I love these little this die set from Honeybee came with like the little squash little gourds and pumpkins. And of course, I didn't use any of them on this card. I probably could have done. Maybe that would have split it up, but you can add the little squishy pumpkins, gourds. I don't know.
Oh, that's neat.
I just added pumpkins, kind of following the theme. I don't know where I should put it. Does this look like too much ephemera?
I'm the wrong person to ask.
Maybe I'll kind of tuck it up underneath this one, like sideways. Thank you, guys. Yeah, Jay said outside and then like outdoorsy, naturey, and mixed media. I was like, oh, maybe I can use some dimensional paste. And then Jim sent that card, so that's what I got right here.
Oh, it can make you big, and then people can actually see it, unless it makes me big. It does, because StreamYard is StreamYard. Oh, that's cool.
So then it's got the dimension of the paste on there.
Oh, that is really neat.
Open it up. And I left this one plain for writing space. But let me close it up. This is what you get. So hopefully I did it justice, Jim.
I love the little fence. That's so neat.
Isn't that adorable?
It had such a nice element to it where, like, I think the neat thing about the double Z folds is, like, you can pop stuff off of them, and then it's like, it has... It's almost
Yeah.
translucent. Translucent's not the word. It's like see-through, so it feels like you're actually in the scene.
I could have put a cloud under there and put the sentiment over the cloud, but I totally forgot to do that.
Yeah, I agree. I like
But
the
it
paste
sucks.
background as well, Jim.
Yeah, super fun. Thank you, Jim, by the way. He's such an enabler.
Yeah.
But the fence was a die by Lawn Fawn also. They they gave out
Oh,
this.
neat.
Oh, I did have
Wow,
the
they give you a really good set then. I mean, that's like a very complete,
yeah. I did
like,
all that fussy cutting. I'm kicking myself now. I did all
on
that
what?
fussy
On the
cutting.
girl?
Yeah, and look, I have the die.
Oh. I've done
Yes,
that
Never.
too. Like, oh
Jim,
my.
good grief. Oh, you can and I'll pay to send them to you. Oh, yeah. Oh, of the fence blossom.
Well, that's like
I
what
can put
was
some in
it?
Happy Meal.
There was like back when HGTV actually had shows about things that weren't competitions, like I'd watched like a rerun of somebody's crafting show on YouTube and they were like, they were a wizard with the X-Acto knife of like cutting out things and, stuff like the fence. And I was, because it was sort of pre die cut machines being a thing. So it was kind of
Oh,
wild.
yeah. Of all the pieces.
But
Yeah, I went crazy and just cut out a whole bunch of stuff.
see, I think that's the
Or
way to do it because then you just have it ready to go.
yeah, and now I can just take all of this and I can just tuck it right into the envelope,
Oh, that's a good idea.
because I buy these little sleeves and then I just tuck the set right in and it goes right into my stamp collection.
That is
Stamp and
cool.
die. But yeah, it was so fun.
Well, I can show
Thank you.
you. I'll show you the cards I did, I guess.
Yeah.
I started
I'd
out
like
with
to
this
see
really
it.
easy one because I was like, hey, I need a summer card. Although now I have 3 summer cards, so I'll have to pick. But this is. I left it blank on the inside because I haven't figured out what I want to do with it yet. But this is from one of Teresa's pads and it has this really cute "Hello Summer" and the chill sun. And I love that she does both hexagonal and like these little dot patterns. Anyway, not that
I like that.
this isn't an ad for Teresa's paper. I'm just saying it's pretty great. And
It
then this
is
is the
pretty
last
great.
card I did with the trees and the boots and the backpack, and then you can actually open it because the ephemera is separate. Although getting it in is a little bit of a pain because I should have picked something more uniform. But anyway, then I have the other backpack on the inside, and you can a little bit of a place to write a message.
I love that backpack.
It's cute. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And then this is the double Z fold using Jim's tutorial. And then there's
That's great.
if you look at it on the side, you get like this neat little like your river and your tree back there. If the lights want to behave, they don't. Oh, that works pretty well. And then this is a not too shabby, but all the other paper. Well, this is not too shabby paper, but this is it calls for confetti paper, which came out really nice. And I just popped up this little camera on some foam dimension because I was like, I'll just do something a little more, give a little more interest. But I may stick a white piece on the back just so there's a place to write a message because there isn't one now. But anyway, those were the 3 cards that I did. Do you have anything coming up that folks should be aware of, Dawn? I know that you usually go live Friday mornings.
Yes. So yes, I'll be live with T tomorrow morning at 10 Eastern. What else do I have? Let me flip my calendar to September. So I think September 3rd is that's next Tuesday, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to go live at my normal time.
Oh, cool.
on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Well, here's hoping
Hopefully.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's
Well, it's
that's
like once
real.
you get back into the swing of it, then it's then it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. And I'm anxious to get back in here and just start going crazy creating. It's just I need to unload a lot,
Mm-hmm.
so it'll feel good to get back in the craft room. But that's pretty much it.
Cool. I don't think I have anything particularly special coming up. Oh,
Oh,
that's a
well,
lie. Well, I'm helping Lala finish. I don't know what time it is exactly, but watch your calendars on the 31st. I think it'll likely be the morning for those of us who are in the central U.S., but we're
I
going to be
think
doing her finale thing.
yeah, I think my YouTube came up. It said 8 a.m. Eastern.
Oh, okay, well that's
So
definitely doable.
thanks, Linda. Thank you
But
guys.
yeah, and then I'll be back here on Sunday as per usual. But yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for reminding me. Like it was somehow got on one calendar but not another, which that happens. But
Yeah.
anyway, and
Yeah. Thanks for
hopefully
having
everyone
me.
has. Oh yeah, and I hope everyone has a great rest of your night. Guess I will see you for the finale with Lala.
Yes.
Talk to you later.
Or tomorrow
Bye.
morning. Bye.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll see you on your stream tomorrow.
Yes.
Which I always you always keep me company at work, which is great.
Nice. I love that.
Anyway, see you guys. Have a good night.
Thanks, everyone.